Right now, as you are watching this, a massive storm system is tearing across the United States, and it is not done yet. 22 million Americans are already inside a severe weather warning zone tonight, and by Tuesday, that number could triple. If you live anywhere between Milwaukee and Dallas, between Kansas City and Fort Smith, you need to hear this. Because what is coming over the next 5 days could be the most dangerous stretch of severe weather we have seen since the start of 2026. Here is what I promise you. Stay with me for the next few minutes, and I will give you the exact timing, hour by hour, for when these storms will hit your area. I am talking about more than 270 cities and towns across the United States. I will tell you when the storms start, when they peak, and when they finally move out. And at the 5-minute mark, I am going to reveal why the Storm Prediction Center just issued something they almost never do, a rare day 6 severe weather warning, and what that means for millions of people next week. But first, let me show you what is unfolding right now. Tonight, Thursday, March 5th, 2026, supercell thunderstorms are exploding across the Texas Panhandle and western Oklahoma. We are talking about storms capable of producing golf ball to tennis ball sized hail, that is 1.5 to 2.5 inches in diameter, and they are heading straight for populated areas. Between 8 and 10 o'clock Central Time tonight, 2 to 3 of these supercells could have tornadoes on the ground at the same time between Oklahoma City and Amarillo. That is not a typo. Multiple tornadoes simultaneously. Now here's the twist most people are not expecting. After 10 o'clock tonight, these individual supercells are going to merge into a powerful squall line. And when that happens, the threat does not go away. It changes. Instead of tornadoes, you are now dealing with straight-line winds that can exceed 70 miles per hour. That squall line is going to slam through Oklahoma City between midnight and 1 in the morning. If you are in Oklahoma City, Edmond, Norman, Moore, Midwest City, Del City, or Yukon, set your weather alerts now. Do not go to sleep without a way to be warned. But here is what really concerns me. A lot of people are going to think the worst is over once those supercells lose their individual structure. That is a dangerous mistake. The amount of atmospheric energy fueling these storms is extraordinary. Even after the squall line forms, it is going to pack a serious punch all the way through the overnight hours. And we are just getting started. Do not skip ahead, because Friday is going to be the big day, and I need you to hear this. By 1 in the morning Friday, storms will also be firing up near Omaha, Nebraska. Heavy rain is going to push into Iowa, Missouri, Nebraska, South Dakota, and southern Minnesota through the early morning hours. If you are in Des Moines, Sioux City, Sioux Falls, or Omaha, expect heavy rainfall between 1 and 5 in the morning Friday. Now let me walk you through Friday, hour by hour, because this is the day that has forecasters on edge. Friday afternoon, warm air surges back northward. A massive low-pressure system starts spinning up new storms. By 2 o'clock Central Time, supercells begin forming from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, down through Des Moines, Iowa. These storms will produce hail larger than 2 inches in diameter, and isolated tornadoes are possible. But the real danger zone Friday is farther south. Between 3 and 6 o'clock Central Time, powerful supercells are going to erupt across a corridor from Fort Smith, Arkansas, through Fayetteville, Bentonville, up to Springfield, Missouri. This is where the Storm Prediction Center has placed a 10% hatched tornado probability. Let me explain what that means in plain English. There is a 10% chance of a tornado within 25 miles of any point in that zone, and those tornadoes could be EF2 strength or higher. We are talking about winds of 111 to 135 miles per hour, strong enough to rip roofs off well-built homes and snap large trees. Here is your city-by-city timing for Friday. Topeka, Kansas, storms arrive between 2 and 5 in the afternoon. Kansas City, Missouri, expect severe weather between 3 and 7 in the evening. Springfield, Missouri, your window is 3 to 8 in the evening. Fort Smith, Arkansas, 4 to 9 in the evening. Fayetteville and Bentonville, Arkansas, 4 to 8 in the evening. Tulsa, Oklahoma, 3 to 7 in the evening. Oklahoma City, you are looking at 2 to 6 in the afternoon. Dallas and Fort Worth, storms push through between 5 and 10 in the evening. Wichita, Kansas, 2 to 6 in the afternoon. Des Moines, Iowa, 1 to 5 in the afternoon. Sioux Falls, South Dakota, noon to 4 in the afternoon. Omaha, Nebraska, 1 to 5 in the afternoon. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 4 to 9 in the evening. Joplin, Missouri, 3 to 7 in the evening. Muskogee, Oklahoma, 3 to 7 in the evening. Little Rock, Arkansas, 6 to 11 in the evening. St. Louis, Missouri, 5 to 10 in the evening. Now remember, I told you the 5-minute mark would be important. Here it is. The Storm Prediction Center has issued a rare day 6 severe weather warning for Tuesday, March 10th. This almost never happens. A 15% probability zone for severe weather is already in place, covering 22 million people. That zone stretches from Topeka, Kansas, all the way down to Austin, Texas, and it includes Oklahoma City, Dallas, Fort Worth, and large portions of Missouri and Arkansas. Why is this so unusual? Because forecasters typically do not have enough confidence to issue warnings this far in advance. The fact that they are doing it now tells you everything about how seriously they are taking this pattern. And here is the part that should really get your attention. This is not a one-day event. The severe weather on Tuesday is expected to persist well into the overnight hours and then shift eastward into Wednesday and Thursday. We could be looking at nearly a full week of dangerous weather back-to-back. Let me explain why this is happening. We are in a transition from La Nina to El Nino right now. Sea surface temperatures in the Gulf of Mexico are running above average, which means there is extra moisture and extra fuel for thunderstorms. The jet stream is still in an active, wobbly pattern thanks to the fading La Nina influence. When you combine above-average Gulf temperatures with an energetic jet stream and strong storm systems pulling out of the Rockies, you get exactly what we are seeing. Outbreak after outbreak. And here is a detail most people do not know. Seasonal data shows that this transition period, going from La Nina into El Nino, tends to front-load severe weather season. That means March and April are likely to be the most active months this year. We are right in the thick of it. Now let me finish your Friday night and Saturday timing. Friday night, after 9 o'clock Central Time, the individual supercells are going to organize into a massive squall line stretching from Wisconsin through Iowa, Illinois, Missouri, and all the way down into Texas. This line will sweep eastward through the night with damaging winds as the primary threat. Saturday morning, a new round of storms fires up across Texas, Louisiana, and Arkansas. Flash flooding becomes a major concern because these storms are hitting areas that already received heavy rain Friday. Saturday timing for cities farther east. Memphis, Tennessee. Expect storms between 8 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon with heavy rain, strong winds, hail, and a conditional tornado threat. Nashville and Clarksville, Tennessee. Storms arrive between 4 and 8 in the evening Saturday. Birmingham, Alabama. Storms possible between noon and 6 in the evening. Columbus and Cleveland, Ohio, noon to 5 in the afternoon. Pittsburgh and Morgantown area, 2 to 7 in the evening Saturday. Louisville, Kentucky, 1 to 6 in the afternoon. Lexington, Kentucky, 2 to 7 in the evening. Charleston, West Virginia, 3 to 8 in the evening. Atlanta, Georgia, could see the tail end of this system Saturday evening. Hamilton and Toronto in southern Ontario may also see strong storms Saturday afternoon. San Angelo and Abilene, Texas, you have your own separate slight risk area tonight and Friday. San Antonio and Austin, Texas, marginal risk extends through Saturday. Now, I want to be clear about something. I am not here to scare you. I am here to make sure you are ready. If you have a plan, if you know where your safe room is, if your phone alerts are turned on, you are going to be okay. The people who get hurt in these events are the ones who did not know it was coming. That is not going to be you. Here is what I need you to do right now. First, check your weather alerts and make sure they are turned on. Second, identify your safe spot, a basement, an interior room on the lowest floor, away from windows. Third, have shoes and a flashlight near your bed tonight and Friday night because these storms are going to be hitting in the overnight hours. And drop a comment below telling me where you are watching from. I want to know which city and state you are in so I can give you even more specific updates as this system evolves. The more I know about where my viewers are, the better I can tailor these forecasts to help you. Do not miss the next video because I am going to break down Tuesday's outbreak in full detail with updated models, hour-by-hour timing for even more cities, and the latest on whether this pattern is going to keep repeating into mid-March. The data coming in right now suggests we might not get a break for another 10 days. That is a story you are going to want to hear. Stay safe out there. I will see you.